Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 5 of season 2 of Andor. I felt a little off last episode. I just kind of felt a little off my game. So if that showed at all, I apologize. You know, I was in Vegas all weekend, got back late afternoon Monday, and it has just been catching up with me, picking up on work, picking up on all of this that I have to catch up on from over the weekend, and then work has been a mess, and then the toilet here breaks, had to take care of that. I've taken a nap, I've taken a shower. I know this looks like the same shirt, but I actually have 2 of these. The other one that I was wearing in the previous video, if you actually could pan down, it's bleach stained. Anyway, whatever. I'm having a bit of a day, a bit of a week, but you know what? Fuck it. We're here to enjoy some Star Wars. It's about to get pretty serious, I imagine. Just the way things are gearing up, and just the way the show's been up until this point already. You know, so we're setting up for some fun stuff on Ghorman. So let's go see what kind of shenanigans they have in store for these unsuspecting people right now. With that all said, guys, let's get ready to hop in. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also get a suggested vote on movies to react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do the things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. Please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. That all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 5. Here we go. Oh, ooh. Oh, God. Somebody's cycling through frequencies. There we go. We found the intro title there. Oh, okay. It's Kleya. Kind of figured as much.
Golden 343. We're not to be interrupted.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
It's a forgery. It's a good one.
It should be. It certainly cost enough.
Who was that?
To help you.
Ghorman?
Visiting friends.
Why do you ask?
I'm curious by nature.
I have friends everywhere.
So some kind of code? Or just a legit exchange?
Your name is Varian Sky.
Oh, yeah. Yo. He's getting his cover and everything.
Brother Patrio soon returned home. But you found
Yo, that is sick.
dressmaking studio and decided to stay.
Just wanted to let you know I'm coming home this weekend. I'm just worried if I don't come now, it might be a while. There's a rumor they might be tightening up the travel restrictions.
When would you arrive?
Hang on.
Something just came up.
I'll let you know.
Wait.
I need everybody to step away from their workstations and leave the room immediately.
Someone's coming in to scrub the office.
Everyone in here will be in custody until we finish our evaluation.
What do you mean custody?
On whose authority? This is my office.
Are you refusing a direct Imperial order?
This is insane.
He's playing into the role really well.
Everybody out.
Calling headquarters!
Good luck with that. Anyone else want to argue?
It's a forgery. It's a good one.
It should be. It certainly cost enough. I won't tell you what I paid for it. Unfortunately, the dealer
Oh.
is dead.
Looky
He's
here.
dead. As of this moment, everything in the room is under suspicion. I want everything vetted once and for all. I want it inspected and recertified. Everything!
Lovely. So if they're gonna go check everything that detailed, they might lose their insight or be even found that they've got their listening device in one of these things in there.
This is your first trip to Ghorman. As a fashion designer, it's a rite of passage.
He's a fashion designer? Oh, I guess that makes sense. One of their main exports is spider silk.
It's a small unit, but it's above your design studio.
God, I don't know how anybody would remember all of this shit, man. It's a testament to Cassian's resolve and just intellect, I'd say. Oh man, they gutted everything and didn't even bother putting any of it back.
Listening device.
Makes sense.
You will all now have the pleasure of thorough ISB interview. And there will be new security measures going forward, because of course, we're bugging our own office.
Dude.
Fick besev gambol, fick trof etajan. Verse, dosa legend fix max kalanu.
Fick shlupit dan e saba.
Shlupit dan e saba e gigombel grakonaz.
Oh no. Yeah, that's gonna raise some flags. Would it? I feel like if you were like discharged dishonorably like that by the ISB, you wouldn't hold a station even in the bureaucracy of the Empire, if that makes sense. At least I wouldn't imagine, but whatever, who knows? Or maybe they're going to see that as a proof that he could be used in their cause.
I was interrogated for 2 hours like a criminal.
For coming to the meeting?
No. It's nothing to do with that. They were looking for a listening device, or else the whole thing was a ruse for them to put something in. I mean, I don't know. They do what they want.
Without explanation.
They have their own rules. No one else matters.
It's a good cover.
It's humiliating.
Because it also gives him more wiggle room while adding to his story to win them over as well. Because he was fully aware that they were listening to him and tracking his movements, breaking into his apartment and all that. So with Dedra's help and the ISB and stuff like that, that was probably a calculated effort to help him get inside deeper.
We need to know what's on those transports, Syril.
It's construction material.
And the rest of it?
Not every transport has a bill of lading.
Those are the ones we'd be interested in.
Oh, God, this is some good shit, man. Guess we're gonna be checking in on Bix now. Who the hell's just coming and knocking? Who'd really even know who's here? Oh.
No.
Oh.
No, not that.
Oh, God, she thought he was bringing bad news.
I came to see about you.
Oh, don't send her on her own mission. That would be awful.
Never ends, does it? All the hiding.
It will. We'll bring them down or die trying. What else
It'll
is
end
there?
one way or the other.
You've been struggling.
Oh,
Is that what he told you?
whatever that is she was taking. It was like a CBD dispenser. Was what it looked like. But I wonder what exactly is in it.
We need you healthy.
You came here to offer me something. You wanted something, and you changed your mind.
It was just another weapons appraisal. I have alternatives. We'll find something more exciting. You should rest. You should be here when he gets back.
Give it. I use it for sleep.
It works for a while. The dreams come back worse when you stop. Be careful.
You need me healthy.
I mean, if you're not, or you have another episode in the middle of a mission, that would not go well for anybody involved, to be fair, so makes sense.
And we're all dead.
8 variations, so things. There's 8 things I have to remember. He doesn't realize all the primes, all the sifting factors, the tools. How did you ever learn this? Who taught you?
Everybody's very curious about who taught him.
No more questions.
It is impressive, though.
I can't leave until you get this.
This reminds me of when Jesse, well, never mind. Spoilers for Breaking Bad if you've ever seen it or never seen it. I'm not going to get into it. Whatever. If you know, you know. When Jesse has to teach. I'm wondering if he's going to turn. Like he's going to go in, get undercover, but then get swayed to the cause by all the things he's discovering about the Empire, all the things that getting to know the people, getting in. I wonder if he'll get lost in it at all, or if something will happen and it'll just make him resolve even further with where he's at.
Yes. Thank you.
Dude's gonna have so many of these spiders by the end of all of this.
Some question about the provenance of a certain piece. Oh, nothing to do with Luthen. But
Okay, so it wasn't even one of theirs.
About it, and they are taking everything out of there the day after the party for reappraisal.
It's not good for them.
Combat. Là, il potamé. Là, il sèche. Là, il piffe. Vu l'habit d'Alam, vu l'habit Massahar.
Dalam biblik nasgondond.
Mulder Scully romance?
Military security.
That's what that means online. Love a good cinematic puddle step. Wait, is this fashionista Cassian? It is. Dude. Looking good.
We're in sky.
Hollow screen, airflow, and window blinds.
Is that where it happened? The monument?
It is. Some people don't think it's a good idea to commemorate a massacre in the center of town.
Is that you?
I needn't be reminded. I was there.
How old were you?
12.
Grand Moff Tarkin, right?
Will there be anything else, sir?
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
We've been asked not to speak of it with guests.
I'm just a designer. I'm curious. Been hearing about Ghorman my whole life.
It was Moff Tarkin. People wouldn't clear and he wanted to land. We thought there was safety in numbers. Who would land a cruise on a crowd full of unarmed citizens?
That's so fucked up, dude.
He was killed, saving me.
Sorry to hear that.
Haven't gone very far, have I? My wife thinks it's insane we stay here. Do let me know if there's anything else you might need.
Damn it, man. I'm gonna cry.
Thank you. It's good to meet you.
Aww. Even if it's part of his act, it's nice to see some warmth. Sure, part of it he feels. But it's hard to tell sometimes, I think, when he's real or if he's even capable of it anymore. Joining a rebellion with his beret and all. I think that's kind of funny.
I was safe. I was careful all the way.
I know. I had you followed. Party has insisted.
I'm safe. I haven't been followed. I know. I had you followed.
How long can I stay?
An hour.
Are you kidding?
Wow.
An hour?
Turn out the lights.
Can't believe you had me followed.
Turn out the lights.
Do as you're told. The Tommy Mommy thing's not a joke at this point. God.
Variant Sky.
Yes?
Enza, a house of Rylance.
Oh, Enza.
You've just arrived.
Oh, well, look who we have.
Already out and about.
I was planning to make an appointment tomorrow, and here you are.
This cafe used to be full of designers and weavers and buyers. People fought for tables. Is your hotel even half full?
I just checked in.
I happen to know it's not.
You don't know me. Let's start over. My friend suggested I meet your father.
Your friend might have come himself.
Unless I'm the friend, right? Or maybe
Oh,
I'm
that's interesting.
And you're my payday. Maybe I'm ISP. Maybe you just put everyone you care about into a cell.
Wow. He's like, check yourself.
But that's just you getting lucky. People die rushing. You have no idea who I am. You need to be more careful.
It's hard to be patient when your world is falling apart.
It's not just your world.
My father's very proud.
And I can't wait to meet him.
Oh God, the way he just switches.
Hey, the people you have following me, they're just drawing attention. Send them home.
God, wow. He made them look like children just then. To be fair, you can't expect every rebel group to be elite super spies. I mean, that's the realistic aspect of it. I mean, hell, look at the group that we saw back on Yavin.
I want to talk parties. Political parties? No, it's Festi Week. I want to know who's going where with who. I want to talk.
You know, our only glimpse really at Star Wars television was, unfortunately, the the holiday special, but I like that little taste there.
The Imperial Ball. Toffee?
Oh no, I didn't even think about this aspect. What if Syril or he catches eye of one another? I don't know how that didn't even like click with me at all.
I've been told about your conversation last night. Apparently, we have a lot to learn.
Is it safe to talk in here?
We sweep for listening devices daily.
That must draw attention.
Every Twillery on the plaza does the same. It's a competitive market.
Good cover then.
Only meeting you because we find ourselves with a unique opportunity. We have a source inside.
An Imperial source. Feeding false information is what they do.
The information is reliable.
Shipments come by cargo carrier from the South Depot at night through the city. We've been tracking the routes and schedules. Now we know which transports to target.
That manifesto is brought to them specifically by Syril, so Cassian's right to be suspicious of this.
Tactical expertise is not our strong suit.
We need an advisor.
I'm gonna need some swatches sent over. You're gonna want to check the radio.
You're convinced we're connecting to the Ghorman front leadership?
I am, sir.
And we're sure they're buying the story?
We're skeptically confident, sir.
Words to live by.
I think they're planning already. They're inexperienced, but very eager.
How often those attributes align?
Sir, the plan, your plan, to bait Ghorman as a prize for outside agitators needs to begin somewhere. This could be that moment.
How may we assist?
Transport schedules need to remain consistent. The information I pass them needs to be accurate.
We want them growing bolder. They need to see what winning feels like.
I'll make sure things don't get out of hand.
Wow, this is so fucked. So they're going to manipulate things so that the intel they've been fed proves to be seemingly true. They're going to provide limited resistance, so it seems like they did it and won. Oh my god. It's just the puppeteering.
Everything.
It's good to see you happy.
Oh, good god. What is... You know what? I'd try it. Wait a second. This where they're shooting this right now looks so familiar.
I know all the variations, in theory. I just need more practice. So we can lose the boy.
I'm sorry, what?
He's seen too much. He's a good engineer. A great one, maybe.
But we have you.
What about the people who sent
Oh my god, this is like Breaking Bad.
I was hoping you could come along.
You lack confidence, Bloody.
Until you tell me the station we're hitting, this is gonna be on edge. If I could focus on one single variation, one, I'd have the confidence you're looking for.
Marquez Moon. Neen Valley. Station 4 Junction.
Wilmon?
We'll keep him for now.
Saw is he's dangerous. I love being reminded of that every time he comes around.
The Tinian Codex in Skulden's office collection.
What have you heard? I need some good news.
Well, this is not it.
There's another piece, the Corio Chalice. Apparently it's a forgery. They're going to examine everything in the collection.
You heard this on the bug.
They're taking everything out the day after the party.
So what are we going to do about that? Because we're going to have to do something. So I was thinking back about this, going over that line about finding the right rebels to do the wrong things. I thought they were going to find, you know, rebels that were corrupted, but then why would they do that? And that doesn't make any sense. But when you control the information they're working on and you make them think they're winning and doing the things that they need to be doing, that's how they're doing it. false wins, false victories, false information, like controlling every aspect of their maneuvers without them knowing.
Making avoidable mistakes.
Let's keep overreacting.
I wouldn't be so upset if I hadn't predicted it.
This solves nothing.
For what? What have we ever heard?
Are you done?
Let's put a bug in Davos Skalda's office. At least directly back to us.
Oh, it didn't seem to bother you when we caught Yalaran lying.
Oh, seriously?
The Hollow News buyout, Skaldan courting the Grand Vizier.
Bits and pieces, that's all we ever got. 2 years of bits and pieces.
You agreed to it.
I'll let you talk me into it.
You're becoming insufferable.
Oh my God.
Anymore. All this information, the radios, the frequencies, the messages flying around. We're drowning. And you keep pretending it's all under control.
Are you done? We have to take it out at the party.
And if we can't,
we should be prepared.
He's not wrong, but she's keeping her cool pretty well. She's swallowing it. You can tell she's feeling it. She's feeling just as shook, but she's kind of keeping it together a little more strongly.
Is he ready?
Yes.
Ready enough to do it on his own?
I think so.
You think? Or you know?
I've done what I can. I've done everything you've asked for. And if I don't show up back home...
Oh! Oh! He's done. What?
Show them. He's been transmitting to the Empire. There's an ambush waiting for us at the Marquez Moon pipeline. We will be many parsecs away, drinking our Rhino in peace.
Oh.
Whatever you don't take, we burn. We will not be back this way again.
Holy shit. He can now keep you, and you're a guaranteed win. Fed him that information only to figure out if it got leaked or not.
It's on you, boy.
Holy shit. I also wouldn't be surprised if he made that up just to reduce it just to 1, just as a show of, hey, this is where you're at right now. And 2, so nobody else there would question him killing one of their own. Very well, though, could have been exactly as he said. Told him where they were going to hit to find out and keep an eye and see if anything suspicious started to happen around where they're going to hit after that information got out. Because obviously, if he was the leak, he'd be the only one that knew where it was going to go.
You're planning to advertise what you've done. So then what? Let it continue. Let them build what they want. Let them persecute us for no reason. And tighten the news every time we cry out. Is that what you suggest? Is that truly your recommendation?
I have more questions than recommendations.
Not much of a revolutionary, are you?
Perhaps not.
Good day to you.
Not yet.
And tell your friend, I'm not impressed.
You will be. You will be. What a sight this is.
I was younger than you are now. I was a prisoner in a work camp in the jungle. No droids, no beasts, just men. And cargo, underground jungle. Real jungle. Hot, wet, blistering jungle. No men died fast. Just dropped where they stood. When we came back, the next day there'd be nothing but a bone or two where they went down. Clothes just melted away. So they worked us naked. 200-300 men back and forth until the only thing you could remember was back and forth. Then one day, everyone started to itch. Everyone. All at once.
You want to shut your mouth right now, guy?
You could feel your skin coming alive. It was the Rhino. They had a leak.
Oh.
Before you could smell it.
There's the connection.
So they all panicked and ran away, but it was new to me.
There it is. He got it.
It's done. You can open the valve now.
I have always loved you.
What are you doing?
There it is.
How can you do that?
Because I understand it. Because she's my sister, Rhino, and she loves me. That It's that burn. You feel how badly she wants to explode? Remember this. Remember this moment. You think I'm crazy? I am. Revolution is not for the same. We'll all be dead before the Republic is back, and yet, here we are. Where are you, boy? You're here. You're not with Luthen, you're here. You're right here, and you're ready to fight. With a rifle, kid. With a fuel. With a thing that explodes when there's too much friction in the air.
That is metal.
That's freedom, Cora. It run wild.
Jesus. Oh, fuck. That was the end of the episode. Saw is something else, man. I keep saying it, but I don't know what else to say. But he's like, hey, chances are we're going to die. Hell, even Luthen says the same and knows the same. And he knows you can't put on the kitty gloves against the Empire. He's trying to hit and hit hard. He wants the Empire to hurt. So he's doing some crazy shit to deliver these blows. And that takes people willing to go out of their way and put their lives on the line for this. So I feel like this was all such a really strong test for Wilmon. And then for that to turn out, you know, obviously with his own guy, seemingly to have been a plant, or not a plant, but a leak, and how this experience, his own personal experience being oppressed, being forced to work in these situations, and how the pain of the gas of that mine affected him, that smell, he's got a connection to it. It's that thing that connects him to the pain of the galaxy. And that's what reminds him why he's fighting. It burns, it suffocates, it itches, but it makes him feel real. So it's like this kind of, I don't know exactly what you would call it, but like it grounds him in his resolve, because it's also in its own way a representation of what they are doing. You know, the connection and exposure of themselves, the vulnerability of themselves to the gas and the pain inflicted by it is the same as them putting themselves out here and doing these acts, these little hit and runs, these missions that they have, these drastic measures that they're taking to hit back at this seemingly unstoppable beast. Rather than shield them from it, to hide from it or whatever, they embrace that pain, they embrace that inevitability, they embrace that lifestyle as well that they now have, because it's really all they know, it's all they can have right now if they want any semblance of real freedom. It's a really interesting outlook compared to how everybody else is kind of playing around. It's honestly, it's fascinating seeing how everybody's playing kind of the same game, but seeing how they're playing it very differently. Luthen right now is also in a place where he doesn't necessarily know how to navigate with all this. You know, he deals in information. He's got everybody bugged. He's listening in almost everywhere. And now with this forgery that's entered Skollen's gallery, it's caused him to kind of recoil and go through and check everything, including the piece that they've got in there that is, you know, has the microphone in it, where they've been listening in on him. So now there's this like, oh God, now we might get caught. We could be exposed. What do we do? And Luthen, rightfully so, is the more this escalates over the course of all these years, new bugs, new intel, they're drowning, as he said. And Kleya is the one that is always sifting through, listing through all these different bugs that they've got put up God knows where, trying to get any nugget of useful information. You know, rightfully so, they're all freaking out about it, but they're handling it in very, very different ways. Luthen's kind of struggling to kind of hold it all together. You know, he even approaches Bix to see if she's ready for something he had planned. He was going to offer her something, but he saw the state that she was in and kept it back. You know, talked about how he needs her healthy. She needs to take care of herself, and like the drug that she's taking to numb herself to help her sleep, like he said, it works for a while, and most drugs do. They work for a while, but the effectiveness, the more you use it, wanes. So, you know, you start to need more to get the same results of what you needed before. So he's like, you need to try to wean off of this. And it's not that easy either, especially with what she's been through. So I'm really curious about what that is, because she also just wants to be out there. She either wants to be with Cassian or go do something. She's so done with just being locked in this box. But also, given the state that she's in, it's hard to put her in a situation like that. If she has an episode, it could be detrimental, not just to herself, but the cause as well. So like, I get where everybody's coming from on that. And I'm wondering like what that arc is going to be like for her. Meanwhile, Cassian's on Ghorman now, trying to see what's going on, make contact with the rebel cell there, and just kind of see what the Empire's doing, what they're doing, what their measures are, and just how easily he was able to catch them in these little weaknesses, like her just openly kind of dropping the facade, or just clumsily kind of carrying herself into this when she approached him as he was sitting down at that restaurant. You know, he's like, you just told me everything you need to know. I could be a spy. I could have killed you right now. Like, and you tell your guys who are following me this entire time, they suck at it. Like, he's here kind of just be like, here's your fault. You suck, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck. But he's also not providing any good resolutions right now. And also they're very confident in their intel because they're getting it from Syril. And so far he's done nothing to cause any distrust in their minds, which is perfectly orchestrated by the ISB. Just as Cassian says, is like, hey, you can't trust anything they say. I mean, they're so good at feeding lies. And they are. He's not wrong there. That's exactly what's happening. And watching the ISB side of that is wild. And the way that Syril is carrying himself in these situations, like he was born to do this. So like, as much as he's like, you know, he's aspired to do this and he's finally gotten that opportunity, he's finally getting to actually report this to Partagast in this way. And he's like, this is the greatest day of my life. Dedra, though, is just on ease because she's so fixated on her efforts. She's so not interested in this mission as well. She's still like, she wants to go back to her baby, to Axis, to Andor. Now all this is going to collide, though, with those two on the same front. And Syril knows what he looks like. And if they come into contact, what's going to happen there? And then that's going to tie everything together with Dedra as well. She feels, I'm not sure. Obviously, she's very cold, callous in her own right. And I'm just wondering if she's, because I did think like it was really interesting that we just kind of jumped ahead and they were in a relationship. And I'm wondering if it's all transactional. Maybe not in Syril's mind. I don't think Syril is none the wiser, but I think she's probably just manipulating him. Anybody else feel like that? But now he's getting this recognition and all this kind of stuff, and this whole play is starting to come together. And I'm wondering if they're going to get put at odds. I'm almost, as much as I was saying earlier, I feel like the more he gets entrenched in the locals and gets to know this group is if he's going to be compromised. But honestly, the way he was acting in that room, I don't know that that's going to be the case. And Cassian as well, like going back to him, like when he's like putting on his persona, learning his backstory, learning all these things and being able to retain all of that and then go in and just kind of sell it naturally like that. The way he can flip his personality on a dime was so much fun to see. And then also the way that he connected with that kid over the memorial, over what happened that day with Tarkin's massacre, that little moment of warmth to show why they're here to do this in this way. And I don't know, there's just so much meat on the bones of this show. And there's some strong bones, man. There's some strong bones for sure. That's kind of all I got at the moment. So I'm going to leave it there. We got another episode to get into, so I'm going to go right into that. So guys, I want to know what you thought. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Mandy Share, Your Coruscant, Rubber Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, Watchtower, Domi, Gregory Toner, Lily Chen Sun, and Joshua Gwinnell. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's just for video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. But until then, may the Force be with you always. Take care, everybody.